Welcome back, you guys. Hi, hey.
Hey.
We've been going for a week. We didn't put out anything last week. We were busy, and time did not
What?
permit for us. But, better planning, so it'll be smoothly now. But yeah, it's Jay here.
And it's your homegirl Amanda. Yeah.
That's so ugly. That is so.
Wait,
That's her little intro, y'all. But whatever.
that's it. We funky Sunday today.
Funky Sunday is crazy. But today we're going to be talking about the weird stage of being in your 20s. We're like in our early 20s, so like it's not, I guess we don't have that much experience under our belts as being 20. I'm 21, she's 20.
21.
She's 20.
21.
So we just gonna like tell y'all like how it feels like to be 20, but like you're an adult technically, but like you're not an adult at the same time. But yeah, for me, I think maturity comes into play, definitely. But some people don't mature till they 35, don't fully mature.
Oh, you ain't lying.
Some people don't fully mature until, a certain age. I think maturity is more of a mindset situation. I consider myself pretty mature for the most part. I can't be goofy. I can't be loud, childish. I consider myself a childish person as well, but I don't think it's a bad thing. But yeah, maturity is definitely in the mindset. You could be a mature 6-year-old, got more sense than a 26-year-old. So like, yeah, I think a lot of things come with experience, of course. You go through, you learn, and you take what you got from it. So that's definitely my take on that. What do you say about like maturity and stuff? How do you feel?
Me personally, I'm a mature person. Like,
Not the way you sounding right now. You're not that mature.
Okay, no, for real, guys. I feel like I'm way. Well, let me not say that. I feel like I'm a very mature person for my age. I feel like during my childhood, like 16, 17 years old, I had to think about life differently than others. Not in the sense that my home life was bad, but I feel like growing up in the sense that, everything was like, okay, you got to get good grades, you got to do this, you got to do that. And plus, I have little siblings. I'm the oldest out of 6 kids. So I feel like...
What? My bad.
You stupid son. Okay, I'm the oldest out of 6 kids, so it's just like everything really does fall on me. So I had to grow up a little bit earlier than others, and I kind of liked it because then it really made me view the world differently and be like, okay, Amanda, you got to be on your ish. You got to get up there, because the things that I want in life now, like, it wastes on no one's time. Is very...
Girl, time do not stop for nobody
at all. So it goes to show, like, now my maturity is really up there. Like, I view things differently. It's not the same. Of course, I can be childish. Anyone that knows me or anyone that knows of me, I'm a very goofy, childish person. Person. I'm a goofy, childish.
It's okay.
Yeah,
she's
y'all
very
get
playful, y'all.
Yes,
Like
I will play all day.
Okay? Yeah, of course we all have our moments, and I'm pretty sure that's for everybody. Everybody got their moments where they, they could relax and not be so like serious and upright.
What they say, when it's a time, it's a time and a place for everything, baby. And I know the time and the place where I need to be serious and when I need to be funny, goofy. So, I mean, I feel like maturity for me, it
would you say it's a mindset thing as well?
Yeah, I feel like it's very mindset level. The kids that I'm around, or let me say the grown kids. The grown kids that I'm around, they're not.
But I realize, like, they move like society moves. Yeah. They go with the flow. And some of us, we more laid back. We don't really do too much, And it's just like, I realize that, of course, that's like probably for everywhere. Majority goes with the flow. You have a rare amount of people who like, just like, they don't do too much.
I feel like I'm in that bracket.
Yeah,
like I can't be like, homecoming is this week coming up for us, and like I'm already talking to people and they're like, oh yeah, I already got my tickets. I'm like, oh, oh, okay. They're like, yeah, I'm going out every night. I was like, wow. To stand in a line, it's gonna be 60-something degrees outside. I don't know. I don't know. I'm the type of person who like to stay inside. If I go outside, it's for a quick hoorah. I don't even do clubs like that. But like, I'm just saying, people enjoy their time. It doesn't go down to their maturity level though. I feel like us being in our 20s, our early 20s, we all want to have fun. We all want to go out, dance, drink it a drink.
Or at least like that's the expectations for you to be like young. You can finally drink. You can finally go out by yourself. Like that's like the expectation set.
You don't
and it's
have
like
to
if
do
you
that.
don't do it, you're so weird. And like Amanda said, there's a time and a place. So like everybody don't want to go out every day, every night. I understand like it's homecoming. That's cool. Yeah, go out, have your fun. But like outside of that, like people still be going out in the middle of the week. Like how y'all doing that, bro?
Do that?
But like the expectation is to explore and do
Find
everything
yourself.
you can while you're still young. Which I get that to a certain extent. This is definitely our time to weigh our options, and I feel like your 20s is literally the ship, and like you are setting sail in a certain direction, and wherever your ship turns, or if your ship wrecks, then your life ahead of you could either be good or bad, but it depends on how you spend this time. But like the reason why the topic today is the awkward stage, because like we're still like very, I guess, dependent on our parents still. Like, of course, in our eyes, we'll probably never be grown to them, but like we're at the age where we're trying to get our own, but like we still need mom and dad to back us up, or we still need mom to back us up. So like it's kind of weird. I feel like a kid, and then I feel like I question myself and be like, Johnny, you could do that. You don't have to ask anyone. You don't have to confirm anything with anyone. And a lot of people go through that way before they hit their 20s. In their teens, they already like independent, don't need nobody help. They got their own already. Kudos to you though. I'm just not you. I'm not you.
I feel the same way. I know when I'm up here at my school, where my school's at, everything I do is independent. Like I'm making my moves, staying out as much as I want. And I don't really have a curfew, but I know when I get back home, like my mama don't play that. She's like, you need to be in this house before a certain time hits. And which is true. So that made me feel like, dang, like I can't even do what I want to do. And going back to what Gianna said, like it's these decisions that we make as like early adults now, it's kind of hard since we depend on our parents. Or I know we both do depend on our parents. And most kids our age depend on our parents. And I feel like it's during this time, it's like a wean. Like, how babies, you got to wean the baby off the nipple. I feel like this is basically the weaning part of growing up. Like, you have to wean off your parents. Because there's going to come a certain time where you got to pay your own bills. You got mortgage. You have got a kid out there. And, you got to prepare for that. And you have to be financially stable. And I feel like this is a time where we got to get our ish together. And do what we gotta do. For me personally, I when it comes to decisions, I'm a overthinker, but I know when I need to make my decisions quick and fast. Like I know when it's good for me, when it's bad for me, and it just needs to happen. So I don't know. It's for me. It's the independence. Like I love it, but I still want my mommy there to like help me. Be like, okay, is this right? Is this, should I really do this? Baby, I still call her about my doctor's appointments.
Oh, definitely. That'll like beat her either way. I know I could be 30 something and call my mom and be like, hey, mom.
Hey, what's it?
So like, I don't think the fact that we can call our parents is ever going to go anywhere.
Thanks.
But like, the dependence level is definitely going to decrease eventually. Because they're going to expect us to, have our stuff together at some point. We can't depend on them our whole lives. Especially, we got siblings. Like, they got other kids to also worry about, kids that are younger than us. So, we can't just always fall back on them at one point. Like, it's gonna be like not like a barrier, but like, you know what I mean?
I understand, yeah.
Yeah.
Adulting is ghetto though. Like,
I know the few bills that I do.
Jesus.
The barely bills I barely pay. It's already like, this is ghetto here, guys. And now, like, I like everything like my parents used to say, once you get out of this kid stage, it's gonna fly by. And like, you're a kid, you're an adult longer than you're a kid, so stay a kid as long as you can. Girl. And that really resonates with me, because now I'm like, dang, I used to be waiting every Friday to sit here and watch Disney shows and not worry about nothing, stay up all night. And now it's like, you gotta go find a job, you gotta volunteer, you gotta do your schoolwork. Like, here in college, like, you're on your own time, if we're technically speaking. Thanks. So like, you can move your own way, but you still have to be responsible enough to do what you have to do. So your mom's not going to be there to tell you do your homework. She's not going to be there to tell you to study. She's not going to be there to tell you clean your room, to wash the dishes. Like, it's literally just you, and you have to have enough. This is where it comes to like, this is what they've been preparing you for. It's this stage. So like, you get that. I feel like the way people carry themselves outside of their homes, like in college, they're on their own now. I feel like that deals with how they were raised. Cause I keep most of the morals and the way I keep stuff. That's from my house. Like, that's what my parents taught me. I'm pretty sure Amanda could say the same. So it's just like, it all starts from home. But like, we're still like too old to really like, I don't know. I know there's probably no expectations from my parents like set too high at this point we are in. But I know one day they're going to be like, all right, you got to get your stuff together for real. They're not going to baby us the whole time.
Literally. I know when she was talking about like with school and stuff, time management is very, very important. Since we're basically on our own time, there's no like there's no set schedule. Like, you have your classes, you have
like morning, you can make your class schedule.
Yeah, so it's kind of like ain't nothing already like ain't nothing pre-made for you. You make it yourself. So it's like time management. If you don't maintain that time management, like, your class is gonna fly by, and then you're gonna look around and be like, damn, I'm failing the class. What can I do to blah blah blah? You only got 3 weeks left. So it's kind of like you have to be able to put your best foot forward. Being an adult ain't no joke. I wish I could go back and be 16 again, because I took it for granted. Like, I could have, dang, so many things I could have did. But I mean, it is what it is. I take what my parents have taught me. And I put it into action. Like, I don't take their teaching for granted at all. Because everything that my mother had said to me before, it's there again. It came around. It sticks with me. So it's kind of like, I'm not gonna, if I see the signs, if I see what I need to be doing, I've always been able to level with myself and be like, okay, it's time to lock the F in, Amanda, and stop playing around, because your mama ain't raised you like this. And so with like being 20 years old now and being in college, like, it was a little sad in the beginning when I first got here, but like now I realized,
like, you was missing home.
Yeah, like I was sad. Like, I was like, dang, I don't hear my brothers running around arguing over the game.
God, I was at peace. I was finally at peace.
I missed it, because when you have a household full of people, like, I have 7 people, including myself, in that household. So it's kind of like, dang, I miss the noise. Like, it's just so quiet, and I think I just got used to it. So now when I go back home and it's people just making noise, people talking, if someone's opening my door, child, we do not knock in my house. So when I just be like, I just be irritated, and my mom be like, "What's wrong with you? What's going on, man? Y'all making too much noise." If I was up in
the transition,
yes, like it was just irking me. She's like, "You always mad." No, I just need some peace, some peace and quiet. But going back to what I was saying, it's just you have to, maturity does not come easy. These like we said before, there's a time and a place, and I'm gonna keep saying that over and over again. And people need to be clear and concise. Say it again.
Oh my gosh, hurting this word, y'all. It literally kills me.
People need to be clear and concise, man, because like miscommunication happens so often between people here, and it becomes such a rift between friendships, boyfriend and girlfriend relationships, anything. And it's just like, dang, this really could have been solved if you talked about it instead of holding your emotions in. It really kills me, man. But
I can say, like, for me, like, the pressure that I put on myself, like, for school to get my life together, that comes from strictly internally. Like, I expect so much from myself, and, like, I really don't need my mom and dad, my family, to really have to tell me anything, because I already set that for myself. Of course, having them, I told them what I wanted to be. They know the type of person I am. So, like, I want to keep that in a good light. And, like, I guess their pressure is also good pressure. I don't want to fail my parents in any type of way. But if things change, if things do change, I'm pretty sure they're going to stick beside me either way. But, like, they know, like, ever since, like, middle school, like, they knew, like, they didn't have to hover over me to tell me certain things, to do good in school.
Oh, they made you.
Or, like, they
put that independence on you.
Yeah, so they knew I was already hard on myself when it came to school and stuff. So, like, they felt they didn't have to add that extra, But I still feel it, because I don't want to fail my parents. I want to be making them proud. I want to make everyone around me proud, especially myself. So, like, during this early stage in my 20s, I'm taking it as slow as possible. I'm not rushing anything. Life will happen whether I rush it or not. So I'm choosing not to rush it, because this is a very crucial time for me, at least. I don't want to be 31 10 years from now still struggling to get myself together.
What?
Like,
absolutely
that's not where I want to be.
Cute.
And no offense to anyone who goes through those problems, but I know if I could possibly make a change and, like, make sure I'm not 31 struggling, then that's what I'm going to do. God has his way. So planning my life is a joke to him. But I have to give myself some type of structure. Everyone has a goal. Everyone plans to get to that goal. But God works in mysterious ways. I may not become that doctor. I may still be struggling at 31. And if that's my story, that's my story. If that's the way I had to go to still get to where I want to get, then that's what it is. And I'm just going to show gratitude and walk through the journey. Because I know, like, even though it gets hard, I find peace in the fact that God is still with me either way. So, or even when I disappoint him or feel like I disappoint him, I know that he's there and he's here with me. He knew. I feel like God got me. That's what I know. I know he got y'all too. Just keep your faith first, no matter what happens, keep your faith, push through, and I promise you'll get through it. But yeah,
honestly, going back to what Jayana was saying about, like, her parents, like, not putting that extra pressure on her about school, or making it known, like, oh, she needs to do this better, get this better. Honestly, for me, my mom didn't really put that much pressure on me. It was kind of like, oh, you should know, okay, I got all this stuff. Let me not say that. You should know what you need to do to be successful in your school, in your schoolwork. And so it wasn't like I still feel like I need to prove to her that I could do this. It's kind of like it turned to me now. Like, my mom has nothing to do with what I'm doing now. Of course, I still want to make her happy. I still want to, get that degree behind my name. But honestly, it's not about her. In college, it's about yourself. Whether you want to drop out, you want to stay, you want to do whatever you want to do. It's all about you and your decision.
Your life,
yeah,
not your
like
parents.
you can't live the life that your parents want you to live, because then you will never
You'll
be happy.
A sad person.
You will never be happy
unless you thoroughly enjoy whatever they trying to have you do.
Facts. But that's what I'm saying. Like, now it's kind of like I don't even be trying to, if I don't do this, I know my mama. No, my mindset has switched, and I see that. It's not like if I don't do it, then my butt's in trouble, because I need to get on my game. So, or get on my Zoom, baby. So, to me personally, I don't really feel the pressure anymore to become a nurse. I feel like if I want it, I gotta go get it by any means necessary. That's how I feel about it. And I have my moments where I feel like, dang, like, why can't I do this? Like, I'm breaking out crying, like, this is too much. I can't do it. I can't do it. But like Gianna was saying, you gotta keep the faith. You have to be confident in yourself, be confident in your abilities. That work that extra mile, work harder, do what you have to do, study harder. Go beyond your measures and see what you can do. Because if you don't, then what's gonna happen? You're gonna lose yourself. You're gonna not you're not gonna want to do anything, and you're just stuck in that mood. Be like, oh, I can't do this. I don't want to do this. Nothing's working out. Everything's going bad, and blah blah blah. You have to put your foot down at times about yourself. Like, you shouldn't have somebody else come to you and be like, oh, not to go off topic, but have somebody else to come to you to lift you up. You got to lift your own stuff up, especially when it comes to college. Yes, you can have your friends, they care about you and they want you to do good, but at the end of the day, take accountability for your actions. Take accountability for your degree, for your schoolwork, for studying, to hang out with friends, to not hang out with friends. Know when to say no. Like, you can say no to going out. You don't have to go out every single night. You don't have to go out during the week. It's just all about growing up. It's all about getting into that mindset of, I can't do everything. I'm only one person, and I can't make everyone happy.
And you're a person that's still developing at that. We're only 20. So our whole life won't be together. And we're not going to have everything in order. This is the time, like I said earlier, that we're setting. We're still planning. We're still trying to execute. So it's not going to be perfect for anyone unless you unless you got that money. Usually money can make things perfect. But for the average person, it won't be perfect. Even if they got money, they still have to go through those internal problems and face themselves at the end of the day. So, like, this is our time to grow. But this is also our time to make sure we're learning from the growth and the mistakes, and not just out here doing anything and being reckless. I personally don't feel this is the time to do that. This is the time to tread lightly and take your time. Be patient with what God has given you so far. He gives you what you can handle at the end of the day. So just handle your business. If you handle your business, if we handle our business, I believe that we're going to be set straight. Everyone's going to be fine. And your dreams are not too big. They're not too far either. Just work for it, like Amanda said. If you're not doing well, there's a way around everything. Study harder. Work out more. Like, things like that. Like, we put ourselves down for so much. But at the end of the day, it's us not doing anything about it. It's just all talk and complaining. And I'm learning that within myself too. Like, I could be probably going 50% harder still. Like, I still don't feel like I'm doing too much. I mean, doing enough. So, yeah, take the time. And I just say take your time. I really can't even really stress it too much. Everyone has their own journey. So, I can't tell you to do what I'm going to do.
Facts. I also wanted to say that when it comes to like being in college and having that mindset that we were both talking about, it is possible to have burnout. And everyone is going to get burnout. Everyone needs to be able to come to,
If you're working as hard as you need to be working.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. If
Some people just lazy. They don't get burned out. They're just
not
here.
that you just said it like that.
But like,
but you're not wrong though. Like people just we know a couple. We know a couple people who just go to school, and then they just do whatever.
well, resume builders and stuff. That literally bugs me. Like people literally put their money into stuff, and you have people actively working to make things better, and you just want to put it on your resume. Are you kidding me? Like you're getting kicked out. Goodbye.
But I wanted to say that people like self-care is very important.
Yes.
That's what I realized when it comes to being in the nursing program here. If you let the small things get to you, or like the test grades get to you, because I had
she had
I had a mental
situation literally Friday.
I had a breakdown, y'all.
And I had to talk her out of it. I'm like, girl, she wasn't seeing what she was doing right. She's seeing the little 1% error that she made, and that she gets to do over. That's the crazy thing. Everybody doesn't get a second chance, but she gets a second chance, and I had to smack that out of her. Go ahead, continue, because she made me mad. Oh my gosh.
Because like Gianna said, like she put like a lot of pressure on yourself to be great and to be the best person you could be when it comes to schoolwork and having those A's and B's for your classes, because you want to show like once you get your BSN, like people are going higher than that. You want to get your MSN, your doctorate, and so you want to show other colleges and stuff that you're doing what you need to be doing and that you're smart enough for the world. So when I had that breakdown on Friday, like I was hard on myself, because it's just like I went over this so many times. I've watched videos. I even talked to other people that was taking the same test as me about it. They were asking me questions about what to do. And the fact that I messed up and I didn't do that one part right, but I did everything else right, like it just irked my soul to the core. And it was just like, dang man, like why can't you just get it? Like everybody else is getting it. And then like Gianna said, she smacked it out of me, because it's kind of like you did what you were supposed to do. It was just a simple fact that one thing, and I can redo it. And I shouldn't be so hard on myself, but I am, because I hold myself to a certain standards. And once I hold myself to that certain standards, like I can't go down from that. Like I just can't. And people know me to be a Navy student. Not that that's bringing any pressure towards me or anything, because I could care less. I could really care less what you think about my grades, if it's bad or not. Like it's just is what it is. But it's just a lot of pressure I put on myself to be great, even before I became into the nursing program. So I took a little self-care day. I calmed myself down. I prayed and everything about it. And that's why I said it's very important to make sure that you are putting in that self-care, even if it's a night routine. You're going out, listening to music, you're taking a walk, you're doing something other than studying or worrying about school. Time to de-stress, because it's very important when you're in college. Like if you're working as hard as you should, like Jayana said, then you will have that burnout. You will feel like, dang, bro, like I just can't catch a break. Weekends going by fast, days going by even faster. And it's coming close to where this semester is ending. Like we're in the middle of October, y'all. Like in 2 weeks?
We're 3 months in already.
2 more weeks to November. Mm-hmm. Like that's
what's flying by.
This semester, I don't know, something's in there. But take that time to pamper yourself. Guy, girl, whatever you gotta do, pamper yourself, because you are worth that time. And it could be anything small.
Yeah, I think preparing like your self-care routines, preparing healthy habits, it's good. You have time to figure out what works for you, and then you take that and you use it for the rest of your life. And now you know how to balance. Now you know how to deal with stress. Now you know how to approach certain things, because you practice. You practice self-care, you practice self-discipline, you practice self-respect. So you're not getting the bare minimum from people or relationships around you. You're not overworking yourself because you understand that you are more important than that paper or than that job. At the end of the day, you are. And I understand, like, with our jobs, that if y'all know what we want to be, like we said before, it's going to come with a lot of self-sacrifice, which I'm fine with. You know, like, I'm already, as a pre-med, I'm already, like, committed to the life that I will have. And if it goes as God's plan, I'm already committed to, having to put myself back so I can help someone else. But if you're, like, not in a position like that, and you're just, like, overdoing it, then that's kind of like a problem. But some people have to. That's why I say self-care. You just gonna have to get a routine for it. Because even as healthcare workers, or when we do become healthcare workers, we're still gonna have to find that time to make sure we're not going crazy in the head, or stuff like that. Because I've seen, like, a lot of doctors, a lot of med students commit suicide. Yes, there's like a lot of stuff that goes on in med school. And I'm not saying they didn't take care of their mental health or anything, but imagine that workload on top of life. Like, that's kind of wild. So I'm not going to say why they committed suicide. I'm not completely sure why they did commit suicide. But it's just sad that I've seen so many, like, posts related to that. And doctors are literally taking their lives. And it's just like, dang, like, we're supposed to be the ones saving lives, and no one's saving our lives. No one's, like, there. So that's why mental health is definitely important. Mental health is a part of self-care. So just take care of yourselves. During our 20s, take this time to build that. Start building a firm foundation for your life. That's literally what I'm using my 20s as.
Facts.
Started from the ground up.
I know when you talk about mental, like, keeping your mental health, also keep up your physical health, up as well. Like, eating right, making sure you're getting at least one good meal in a day will help you so much. You don't
Let's
have
go
to.
for 2.
Okay, 1 or 2 good meals a day if you can.
3 is what we need.
1, 2, or 3. We all need 3 meals a day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But I know sometimes with school being the way it is, it's hard to get 3 good meals in. So if you can make something for yourself that could fill you up for at least a good 6 hours, take that time to do it. And also, if you work out, if you want to exercise, get your momentum up. I know working out has helped for me to, like, de-stress, to making, like, it's sorry, my words is all jumbled up. But I know that exercising for me has helped me to, like, de-stress and make me feel good, because I feel myself working my body out. And it doesn't make me tired after I'm working. If anything, I'm more energized. And
it makes me feel better.
It feels so good. So I would say exercising is another way to help you as well. If you can, do a little push-up.
Not even no vigorous exercising. Go for a walk outside.
Exactly.
Do some, like, Zumba or something. Like, do, like, just, moving your body also helps with your mental state. Because working out makes you feel better. And it's proven in multiple, like, researches that, doing stuff, moving your body, stuff like that helps in the long run. And plus, you want to be 31 and fine. I'm trying to be 31 and fine.
What?
So, yeah. Just, like, keep pushing and keep going. Being in your 20s, it don't got to be as stressful as we make it, but enjoy. Enjoy the journey is what I can say. Enjoy the journey. But that is all that we have for you guys today. We appreciate you guys for sticking it out with us, even though we missed the last week. I hope that you guys are still active and we still, can talk to you guys. Give us feedback for sure. Share and like this. They can like this on Spotify. And you do?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think they can.
Please like this. Please share it. Help us, grow.
Comment, because we do post on YouTube as well. So if you want to go on YouTube and listen to it again, go ahead. Go for it.
And definitely comment topics you guys want us to talk about.
Yes, please do.
We care to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, because you guys are the ones listening. So, yeah.
Let us
Keep
know.
up with us. You know, follow the Instagram at 2BrokeGirls with a Z. And yeah, we'll see y'all next week.
See y'all next week. Have a good week, y'all.